Hello. Hi guys. I'm drawing. I'm probably gonna switch over and do commissions, which is really just that one commission. Still need to finish up for Siggy, but that's the game plan at least. I honestly can't remember what I've done all day. I don't think I did much of anything. I was like sitting here being like, man, what did I do today? And I'm like, I can't think of anything. Uh, it is frustrating. Actually, you know what? No, it's gonna help contrast if it's the black covers up most of it. But I'm afraid that's gonna look weird now, but whatever. We're figuring it out. Doesn't need to be perfect right out of the gate. I mean, I'm almost positive I'm gonna like redo all of this. I don't know. The more and more I think about it, I think I get closer and closer to being insane. Like where you've overthought something too much and you don't know what's right or what's wrong. Kind of like if you've ever uh, had to like read the same word over and over again, you start going insane and you're like, I don't think that's how that's spelled. That doesn't look right because you've been staring at it for far too long and your mind just goes like completely numb to everything. So that's how I feel. You know what? I don't like how much black's showing. I thought like it's nice to have that clear contrast, but the purple I already have is plenty dark enough. So yeah, I'm curious to see who's gonna show up because it's usually same sort of people, but I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking about what I need to change, but I think the more I change, the worse it gets. With maybe the exception of the pocket. I think the pocket and also the jacket. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's just all about like strengthening the design. But the more and more I work on this, I'm like, I shouldn't be the one working on this. I should get someone else to just do this for me because I wouldn't struggle as much. But I don't know. I think commissioning art is all about making decisions. And that making decisions is historically something that I am horrible at. I have no qualms in admitting that. Now, could I theoretically find a grid pattern and put that in here? Yes. Do I want to? I mean, should I? Yes. But we're gonna ignore that part. Um, yeah. Anyway, it is currently quite cold in my bedroom, and I am freezing. I can feel like goosebumps forming on my skin. It is a odd sensation. Oh, do other animals get goosebumps? I was like, we can't be the only ones, right? Just for a second, I thought that we were the only ones that got goosebumps. We're not. I think other animals get them too, for the exact same reason. Because the reason we get goosebumps is because our body is trying to insulate our skin from the cold air. So that's why we get goosebumps. Crazy. I do question my body sometimes because I'm like, how well does this actually work? Because I'm like, I mean, there's nothing it can do really, because it's not like it can suddenly like grow fur or something to that effect. So I guess getting goosebumps is the closest thing possible. But God, that would be wild if we had like a winter coat, like for humans, a winter coat for humans. That would be crazy. I mean, I guess the closest human equivalent is when we gain a bunch of weight during the holidays, but that's not due to survival. That's due to just gluttony. No, I just need to. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. Something where the grid pattern is there, but it's not fully there. That's my idea. I don't know. I don't know if I like how black it is, but I mean, it's pretty purple everywhere, purple and pink everywhere else. So I don't know. I did experiment changing the colors of the zippers down here, so they're purple, and I might. I'm just gonna see what that looks like because I don't know. Maybe secretly it's actually like a really good idea. I don't know. I experimented with it. Just anything worthwhile. Uh, yeah, no. Maybe not. Okay, you know what? Maybe not all the IDs. Oh my god. Maybe not all ideas are viable. Mm, But God, I've been staring at this for far too long. I'm honestly I'm like going clinically insane. At least that's what it feels like to me. Probably not though, but I don't know. I think right now we're at the best that it can be with what I have in mind. I think originally I had like a backpack on her to carry like her God, what is the word called? Oh my god. Her uh a thingy bob thingamajigger. Her oh my god, what is this? Her like computer in the back. I wanted her to be like that she has to like lug around the technology, which is why she's got like the gloves. Because I think it'd be kind of weird for her not to like to have the gloves, but to have them not be plugged into anything. I don't know. The more and more I work on this, I just realize that I am wasting my time. At least that's what it feels like because I've just struggled with it for so long. And I honestly just want to find an artist and pay them like $500,000 and be like, just do everything for me. I don't care what it looks like at the end because no matter what comes out, it will be better than what I could make because you would actually be able to make the final product, whereas I could not. So it's just frustrating. I'm cold. I'm gonna go put on like a jacket or something. Hang on. Okay. Next. Yeah, it's it's fine. It doesn't. Oh god, this jacket smells so bad. Oh my god, it smells like dried sweat. I mean, because that's exactly what it is. Because I think the last time I wore this jacket, I got a little bit too hot underneath, and my body started to sweat, and so then the jacket just starts stinking up really bad. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this information on Twitch, but I It's fine. Um, no, she does look goofy with the straps, but it'll be fine. Like maybe we could just. I mean, it doesn't have to be like physical, but I kind of want it to be. I don't know. You can kind of tell I had a weird obsession with making all the tech like physical with like wires and stuff. I don't know. I've always liked that aesthetic. There's something neat about it, you know. I think sometimes like it loses its charm when it becomes like too futuristic, where it all becomes like holograms and holograms because that's the only example I can think of right now. Like it loses it. It loses the like the 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 low tech quality of it. Okay. So I don't know. Yeah, that's currently what I have. Oh, there's also a new head pat emote, by the way. I just got what is it? God, what is it called? Oh my god. God, what is it called? It just got not redeemed, whatever. Approved. It just got approved. I think like yesterday. So that's what it looks like. Look how good the pixel art is. I whoever did that did an excellent job. That's that's me. I did the pixel art, guys. Yeah, I think I'm just going insane. I'm losing my mind, honestly. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I need to do with her design? Like majorly do with her design? I don't think so. I mean, I could draw the cables, but I don't want to because I'm like, it's fine. It's this design is fine. Like, yeah, yes, there's issues, but with like everything I've drawn and I've ever done in my entire life, there's always going to be issues, and it's I'm overthinking things. I do like the eyes. I am quite drawn to them, I will say. Yeah, I don't know. Looks fine to me. Were there any other emotes I needed to do? I think I did the head pat one. I think there was another one, but I can't remember what that one was. Hold on, let me open up Acid Sprite and see if there was anything. I don't think so. No, it was just the head pat. Okay, so that was the last one I did. Okay, well, this, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I'm just sitting here thinking, oh, should I do this? Should I do other designs? And I'm like, it's fine. Because I feel like no matter what I would think of, I wouldn't be the right person to draw it. Because I'm not, I'm not good at doing character designs. I can honestly assure you on that. What I'm gonna do? I guess I'll just draw, like warm up, and then work on the commission. I don't know. I guess we'll do a square image. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I get boxed in by like how big the canvas is. Like, God help me if I have to draw a person and it's, you know, a landscape image. Because I tend to just draw it like that, where I don't draw the rest of the image, like, fitting with inside the canvas. So I end up just making the canvas like this and then drawing the person and then adjusting the canvas from there. It's really weird. I don't understand how my brain works. I really don't. Um, so yeah. Oh my god, my back is killing me. But yeah, so I have to go to work. I have to go to work tomorrow, which is kind of crazy because it had been a couple days since I had, you know, walked into work because of the snow days and then also the what is it, weekend. The weekend. I was like the mandatory vacation days, the 2 days out of the week that you get for vacationing, whatever those are called. Those are called the weekend or your days off, I guess. Not everyone gets the weekends off. That is true. Oh, I don't know what I'm drawing. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I'm like just feeling it out, just drawing, man. I have no idea if this works in perspective, but it's just a doodle. It's not meant to be accurate. But if I could make her like she's about to give you guys a hug or something. I don't know. Yeah, she's going in for the hug or whatever. If for some reason you're much smaller, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired of drawing. I really am. Like, what's the point in drawing? You know? You ever think about that? You're like, why do I draw? I don't know. I am just awaiting someone to come on stream because I'm gonna drive myself absolutely insane talking to myself. But that's okay because that's how it started. Like I started streaming to absolutely nobody. And I was like, this is so awkward. It's so uncomfortable. But you have to because I'm just like, you don't know if somebody's gonna come in and like say hello, and then you're not gonna be like prepared. You know, I don't know why this person is upside down, but they are, I guess. It's like they're falling. Whoa. They got thrown out of a building and now they're plummeting uh below. But don't worry, there's a big giant mattress and they'll like land on the mattress. So they'll be like safe. Fine. I don't know. I'm just doodling gesture drawings, I guess. I don't know. Whatever body parts speak to me, I guess I'll just draw that. Some of these do feel more, how do I say this, interpretive dance related. Like this is something that you would see at like at some sort of fancy like art exhibition, like the interpretive dance, like the seasons or whatever. And they like have it set to classical music, and there's people just like prancing around upstage. I don't know. I feel like the summer would just be a person like melting on the ground because that's exactly what it feels like. Like honestly, I feel like spring, what is it? All of the seasons except for summer, I feel like are really popular. I truly don't know too many people whose actual favorite season is summer. Like, 'cause I feel like summer's so hot, and the only reason people like it is because that's usually when they go on vacation, and there's also a bunch of, like, theme parks, and that's it. Like, there besides that, like, remove theme parks, what else is there? Nothing. Maybe 4th of July, but even then, it's like, okay, I don't know. I delude myself into thinking that I can draw. And I'm shocked nobody's showing up. I guess everyone else is doing something else. Totally fine. I don't care. I mean, if I really wanted to, I guess I could just draw like God, what is it called? God, what is it called? If I really wanted to, I guess I could draw. Oh, do like life drawing, where like you look it up online and you draw what you see. There's a couple websites out for that. I used to do that. It's kind of fun. I liked it. Okay, this is difficult. I want like the hips to be rotated. Also, I did spend approximately like half a second on making that stream title. So maybe that's why nobody's showing up because the stream title is so uninspired. But I mean, it's not like I'm lying to them. I am indeed drawing. That's usually all that I do. Ah, my stream schedule and your sleep schedule don't align, right? That's fair. I've heard that before. God, I'm so glad someone showed up. My God, I was absolutely going insane. I was like, oh, it's just me. I guess nobody's gonna show up. Oh well, just awkwardly draw. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're using me to go to as like your I don't want to say bedtime routine, but something something similar to that. I don't know. I don't know what to draw. I worked on my concept just a little bit. I figured out what her pocket's gonna look like, which out of context that sounds very weird, but for me it's exciting. So I figured that out, and I got so tired of looking at this thing. I was like, we're not working on this anymore. I'm not even doing anything with her. I'm just drawing to draw. So I don't know. I was joking earlier that I feel like I'm drawing like interpretive dance movements. Oh wait, where I love how I draw this like line of action. And I'm like, but like legs can't bend like that. Oh my crap! How do I? How do I? I guess you could. You could. Yeah, you could do something like that. You could draw a duck. Did you come on stream just to say that I could draw a duck? Wait, hold up, bro. That duck is absolutely ripped. I wonder what his workout routine is. I guess instead of bread, he just eats like protein powder and like raw steaks. He's like a meat eater duck, exclusively carnivore. He's on that carnivore diet. I don't know what we're going on with this pose. Just gonna um yeah, feeling it, I'm feeling this pose. Hold on, I gotta make this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. Is it a little bit flat? Absolutely. Do I care? Not one bit. It's fine. Yes. So maybe the hands are like back up in the air. But yeah, anyway, so I made a Twitter account, and how do I say this? I was aggressively reminded as why I got off of Twitter. It was so bad. And I'm like, I am just here to try to find artists that can draw my character. Um, and it's really difficult to find artists when you don't know anyone. And I messaged one person that I saw. I like what I ended up doing was I went on Twitch. I typed in like furry VTubers because I don't know any. And the ones I do, all of their models, for some reason with the furry VTubing community, a lot of them are 3D. But when you go over to like the standard like anime VTubing community, it's all like live 2D, and it's really strange. I'm like, that's so weird that it's like that. Because I personally have always wanted my model to be a live 2D model, and it's just difficult because I'm like, I don't know where to find these artists and whether or not like I don't know. I don't know where to find these artists. And I went on Twitter and it was absolutely horrific. Oh my god. I was like, let me just say this. After getting on Twitter for about like, I don't know, hour and a half, like uh trying to find artists. And I contacted one person I saw on Twitch that was a furry and that they had a furry live 2D model. I'd contacted them and I was like, hey, I see that you have worked with these two artists. How were they? Because like I saw, I think they're like Japanese or like overseas artists. Okay, I will go check that out. Thank you for helping me out. It's how do I say this? It's frustrating for me because as someone who like lives under a rock and I don't really like interact with other people. It's difficult to get started searching for artists when you literally like don't know anyone. So I'm glad that you guys are able to help me out because I'm like, man, I don't know. And God, I hate that. I can't believe they changed the name of Twitter to X. It's like, no, that's not catching on. It kind of reminds me of when like companies, like I remember when Bing first came out, they were like really trying to get people to say, "Oh, I'm gonna Bing it," instead of "I'm gonna Google it," because Google had become such like a widespread force that instead of "Oh, I'm gonna look it up on the internet," we just said, "I'm gonna Google it." It became a verb, I believe. So they were trying to do the same thing, and that's what it feels like with X. They're like, "Oh, like what do you say? I'm gonna zitter it?" Like what? Huh? I don't know what that means. I'm so glad that nobody calls it X. It's so dumb. But see, even now, I'm like, man, now I'm afraid that if I say that it's dumb, that someone's gonna come out of the woodwork and be like, it's a totally valid name. I'll be like, it's a valid name, yeah, but it's also one of the dumbest names I think I've ever encountered in my entire life. Like, it just reeks of I'm trying to be cool, and this is what I think is cool. Okay, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but like that foot doesn't look too bad. I usually suck at drawing feet. Like I have to look up references. I can't just like pull them out of my butt and be like, oh, you know, I don't know. I'm feeling out the rhythm in the body. Do you ever think about that? How there's like a rhythm in the human body. I don't know. I think about that constantly, but that's also because I like doing light drawing. We're gonna ignore the fact that this torso does not look good at all, unless this is extremely foreshortened. But even then, like, what? Mostly, what's going on with these hips? Hold up. Let me just. It still doesn't look good, but whatever. It's. Oh god, this. Oh god, you can tell that legs looks like it's just pasted on there. But yeah, let me just say this. After being on Twitter, excuse me, let me just repeat this. The furry side of Twitter for about, I don't know, hour and a half. I was aggressively reminded as to why I don't really associate with most furries is because we're so different. And I was like, wow, this is what. Ooh, I'm like, God, imagine posting this in public. I'm like, no. No, okay, we're just gonna get rid of. You know what? This is a doodle. It doesn't matter. We're just drawing like S shapes and drawing a body around it. Ooh, ooh. This could be like the arm. Ooh, I'm feeling it. But yeah, I definitely angered Elon with that sentence right now. Currently, Elon is in one of his many private jets to yell at me. Well, actually, hold up. He's gotta get into a private jet and then just to find his phone. He's got to get into a private jet to find his phone, and then he's gonna get on Twitter and be like, "How dare you criticize my name? My name change of Twitter." I forget how to draw the back part of legs. Really, I don't understand the lengths the man will go to look cool. Didn't he recently have something where like he was bragging about he's like good at some sort of like mobile video game, and then apparently you can tell that he's like struggling with like the basic concepts of the game. I saw that. I think I saw the news headline. I don't know, man. I listen. I've been like stuck in a weird sort of like half awake, sleepy state the entire day. So I'm like, I don't even know if anything I read today was actually legitimate or if it was my brain making up more dreams. I will say this: if they were dreams, then my brain is not being. It is not creative anymore, and it is a little bit sad. Like they were all things that could easily have happened. Path of X. What is that game? Is
Ducky
that like
Duck
a battle
0K
game?
just
Like
followed.
what is it? What's that one game? Like League of Legends or something? I've never heard of it, but it does sound like a video game. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a name of a video game. God, on one hand, I'm like, God, I'm so glad I don't really like. I'm not a gamer, but then on the other hand, I'm like, man, I'm really out of it. Like, just culturally, I'm like, I don't understand anything that's going on anymore, man. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and you know what? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. After going on the furry side of Twitter, I'm going back to sound alerts. I'm getting rid of the sound alert. I'm almost positive that you triggered. And I also need to fix the Twitch alerts. But one thing at a time. You know, because yeah, honestly, doing that sort of looking at that stuff on Twitter made me really want to just become a nun and never see skin ever again, never see any sort of salacious or adult content ever. Like I'm just saying, it is the opposite effect on me. It makes me feel gross to be a human. Uh anyway, yeah, I'm going in. I'm changing it. Um where is it? There's one that if you're following, you get I thought it was sound alerts. Maybe it's not. Ah, it is. I found it. Okay. Okay, I'm getting rid of that. I'm gonna remove a couple of these. Hold up. I'm gonna do uh Hi Lorenzo. Frog, you try your best to ignore Elon, but he's everywhere these days. Yeah. See, this is the reason I don't watch the news. Or if I do, it's like local news. Because there are so many just Absolutely. Annoying idiots that get so much screen time because of what they say being incredibly dumb, that I don't watch the news because I'm like, I don't want someone who's this dumb. Like, how do I say this? I only have so much energy in a day. You know, I have to be careful about what I choose to spend it on. I don't want to spend it on something that's going to make me stressed out and upset. So I don't. I'm like, easy. I don't care. Um, yeah, I'm currently changing the sound effect alerts. For raids, I'm gonna do that AOL welcome voice. Let me turn this down because I don't want this to like blow out my eardrums, or at least potentially. Oh, I do. Mm, okay. Um. Okay. So currently, right now, I have it set up for the sound alert. There's new follow. I got rid of the moan because it was funny for like the first couple times, and then afterwards, I was like, you know what? I'm actually afraid of this attracting the wrong kind of people to my channel. You know, I think there's plenty of creators that do that sort of content a lot better than I ever could. Either way. Um, and I cleaned up the sound alerts, so that's good. Now I just need to clean up the Twitch alerts because I think currently I have it just for one that says "drain your balls," where it's like 1,000 channel point redeems. And that's all it is. So, uh, let me go do that right now. But yeah, that was the other thing I got a lot of when I was on both Twitch trying to find uh streamers, and also when I was on Twitter earlier today, was I just felt this like sense of alienation. And it's all because of the same thing. It's like these people already have like their connections made. They are making inside jokes and references, and they're really like far in it, you know, and it's like I'm a brand new person. I don't know what's going on, and I feel so uncomfortable just because it's like I don't know what's going on. Like I don't know. How sharp the spike is on my hair, can you use it as a horn? I mean, probably. You could probably use it as a horn. That's a good question. I've wondered if her hair is actually hair. I'd like to think it is. But yeah, it is very sharp. So yeah. Or wait, hold up. Are you talking about the thing that sticks up, the little hair antenna? Or are you talking about the hair on the side? The antenna, yes. Yeah, I don't know how it stands up. We could theoretically say that it's her hair, but it's essentially a solid object. So yeah, you could probably use it as a horn, but I can't imagine it would be able to like stab anything with it. You know, like it'd be something that's just really gelled up, but it's still hair. You know, like, it's not made out of a different material, at least in my eyes. That's another thing. Okay, so one of these days, I'm not gonna do a debut stream because everyone says don't do a debut stream because debuts are apparently mostly made for, like, corporate VTubers where it's like, "This person just got hired to this company, let's make a whole presentation to introduce this person to potential fans." Like it's a one time thing. People put a lot of like pressure on themselves, and I'm like, I know myself. I don't want any more pressure than I already have in my life. You know. So I think I think the experience I had earlier today when I was on Twitter and also on Twitch was that another thing I need to make a part of like my community is being like welcoming. Ignore my horrible handwriting. Um, in that I don't want anyone to feel how I felt when I was on Twitch or Twitter earlier, where it was just what the heck's going on? Who are these people? What's going on? Like I had a bunch of questions. I was like, what? God, I sound like I am 85 years old and I'm just now discovering the internet for the first time ever. I don't want anyone to feel confused, I guess, when they get on here. Because I think that's personally what I feel like when I go into a streamer is my my first emotion is, "Who are you and what are you doing and what is going on?" Now there have been a lot of streamers I've encountered that are really good at, like, getting people up to speed, and they're like, "Hey, I'm drawing, whatever," or "I'm gaming," or "I'm doing, like, a cooking stream," or something like that. Uh, but I don't know. It's just strange is all. The internet's weird. You build a community, but then sometimes I feel like the community itself can get really isolating, and I don't want that to happen with us. 2 years ago, you didn't even know what a VTuber was. Yeah, I don't think I knew. I don't think. I think I knew, but I didn't understand it. Like I didn't understand the whole culture and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, they're just like entertainers that stream online, and then like for a lot of the more, like, corporate ones, they tend to do a lot of, like, concerts and stuff like that. Like, they're essentially virtual idols, at least for, like, the corporate ones that I'm aware of. I know VTuber itself is a much broader topic. Like, it is how you present on stream. It's not necessarily, like, a community, which is interesting because there are people out there who are like, "The VTubing community," and I'm like, "There's not really a community." I don't know. What was I gonna do? Oh, right, I was on Twitch. I need to go to Twitch alerts. Okay, so that's another thing I need to do. I need to find someone. God, my handwriting is absolutely horrible. You know what? That's what it is. It's because I was in the original thing. Ooh, wait, hold up. There's a post there. Ooh, arms. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's like the lines. They're speaking a language, and I'm deciphering what the lines are saying. Ooh. I don't know. I think Picasso said it. He's like, God, let me look up this quote before I butcher it. I'm so sorry if I butchered this Picasso. And I always think about it when I'm drawing. Like every single time, I'm like, I think about this quote. I can find it. I will answer your question in like 2 seconds, Frog. It's very important. I have to find this quote. I'm almost positive it is by Picasso, but maybe it's not. It was about drawing and lines. Maybe it wasn't Picasso. I'm gonna I'm gonna figure out who made the quote then. Okay, never mind. It was not Picasso. It was Paul Key, which is a person I am not familiar with. But they are quoted as saying, "A drawing is simply a line going for a walk," which is exactly what I think of when I'm drawing these sorts of like loose gesture drawings. I'm like, this line is like going on a journey, man. It's going on a walk, you know? I don't know. I really like drawing. It's very fun. But yes, going back to your question, Frog. What am I trying to get out of streaming? Is it just another way to interact with people who like your work or more as the entertainer side of things? Hold up. Why do I have floss in my pocket? Okay, I'm throwing this out. Whatever I was meant I probably was meant to floss my teeth when I put this jacket on, and then I just never did. Ow. I might be part squirrel, but who's to say really? Um, that's a good question. Sometimes I go back and forth because I'm like, I want to stream and I want to draw, and that's all I ever want to do. But then there are other times where I get lonely and I'm like, okay, I do want to talk to people and I do want to entertain people. But I don't think that's ever going to be the main focus of the channel because I think right now the main focus is I'm an artist and I draw and I want to talk to people while I draw because I get very lonely and I am unfortunately not the kind of person to like reach out to people. So I've kind of used Twitch as a way to like have like I don't know, to be like, hey, if anyone wants to like come on and like chat with me, like they're more than welcome to, you know. I don't know. I don't really think of anything. I definitely wouldn't say that I view myself as an entertainer. I would feel uncomfortable referring to myself as that. Although, if I was an entertainer, that might imply that I'm funny, which I would like that. I would like to be called funny, like, but actually mean it, not they're just trying to be nice to me. Um, I don't know. Okay, I believe I have saved the Twitch alerts, so it should be good. Because I know in the past when someone followed me, that there would be two alerts going on at the same time, and I think I got rid of it, so hopefully there's not. And yes, that would be a very curious thing to pickpocket. Oh wait, hold up. You asked me to draw a duck. Let me go draw a duck right now for you. I'm so sorry. You have been patiently waiting. Here you go. They always got like a little thing up here, and they're like, you know what? I guess it makes sense because they're water animals, but I think their nostrils are like really close to their heads. Oh wait, that's a really big eye. I don't know what I'm doing with the rest of this drawing. No, wait. No, if I'm doing like a mallard, they have like massive chests. And they got like little. I'm gonna make it in the water. I find it fascinating that ducks are one of the few animals that do it all. They're land, air, and sea. Like they're the ultimate multifunctional animal. And they're so cool in that regard, but my god, do they look so derpy. Like, they got a big bill, and then their feet are absolutely massive. Hi, Trash. I've never had duck before, by the way. I have heard many people say that they're really good, because apparently they're, like, fatty or something like that. I've never had it, but I don't know. We're gonna go with a mallard. I think mallards look like this. They got, like, a green head, and then I think they have, like, wings or something. Well, I know they have wings. Buff duck with a bullfrog hanging out the local pond. I mean, I'm not gonna draw a buff duck because that would require me to redraw it. But let me see if I can Let me see if I can. If I know what a bullfrog looks like. Oh god, wait, no. They're like they got like big cheeks, don't they? Maybe. And they got like absolutely massive legs. I remember that because they jump around a lot. I'm trying to redraw this. Oh god, how do I? This is me without looking at references. So if any of you guys are like, "That's not what that looks like," that's because I'm not pulling any images up, and I don't draw these animals that often. Close enough. Wait, hold up. I gotta add some background. They're just like floating in space. I'm gonna get them the classic cottontail cattails. That's what they're called. And I don't know why I'm getting so detailed. There you guys go. You want to see a ripped toad? He said a buff frog. Oh, a buff frog. Really? You had 150 people troll ducks by this point, and not a single duck has come out looking similar to another. That's fascinating. I would have thought that they kind of would have looked similar, or at least like some of them. I guess everyone's got their own different like idea of how to draw a duck. You know, that's what I think. You want me to draw? Okay, fine. We're gonna draw a buff frog. Okay. Also, I for some reason am convinced that male nipples are like always off to the side, even though I swear to God they're probably mostly in the middle of the chest. I don't know why I think that. Wait, what am I doing? God, now I want to make some sort of abomination where it's got like the chest of a human, but then the rest of the body is still like a frog. Yeah, you can tell I'm still in that mode where I'm like, I gotta draw like curves. You sent me a buff toad. Wait, you're okay. I don't know what's going on in that drawing. What did you send? Oh, is it on Twitch? Hold up, I gotta go on the website. I'm so sorry. Twitch is recommending me a VR chat stream, and it's a lady that's like doing DJ, but she's like tracked in VR chat. It's quite interesting. But my God, honey, you need to wear a bra, bro. I'm so sorry. Anytime I see a model with like massive tits and they amp up the jiggle physics to like a bajillion percent, I'm like, that hurts to look at. Like, imagine having it tug on your skin that much. It is something else. I don't know. That's like all I can think of when I see models that are like that. Just ow. That's a great question. When did I hit 200 followers? I got no clue, man. I missed it too. We're in the same boat. We both missed it. Wait, you think there's a NES game with very buff frogs? Oh, okay. Also, I don't see where you sent me the buff frog. Oh wait, that was trash. I'm so sorry. I thought that was someone else. R.I.P. You've seen some wild boo physics on Twitch already. Trash. I was thinking, I was like, someone's gonna send me an image of the Toad character from Super Mario Brothers, and it's gonna be buff. I certainly was not expecting him to be in. Hold up, he does not have nipples. I'm not attracted to this. It is a nipple-free man. I'm posting this. I hope that's okay. You've seen some wild boob physics on Twitch? Yeah, I have too, man. I never click on those streams, but sometimes I'm gonna be honest, I get so curious and I'm like, what goes on in these streams? I mean, I'm like, I'm almost positive I can kind of figure it out, but you're just like what did they do, you know? So yeah, ooh la la indeed. Again, I love how they did all this detail and then they just like they even give him a vein right here. But yet the nipples are missing. Why is it not a thing that is more commonly drawn? I truly don't understand it. I guess maybe just because people aren't interested in them, that they're just like, "Eh, whatever. We don't need the nipple." I'm like, "Yes, we do. We both gotta men and women, we should be drawing them equally, showing them equal amounts of love." I feel like I'm going absolutely insane by even, like, suggesting that. But I'm telling you, like, anime is just like, we don't draw the nipples on guys, but girls, oh, absolutely. It's just really funny sometimes. No nipple, no foot arch, and look at his pinky. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, it does look kinda messed up. Yeah, that foot is weird. I was thinking that, like, the foot would be like this, like, it would be more natural. Yeah, drawing feet makes me want to do commissions all over again. I mean, they definitely spent a lot of detail they spent a lot of time in this area, but everywhere else, they're like, "Eh, whatever, it's fine." Although, honestly, I can relate to just being like, "You know what? Hands are hard. Whatever, it's fine." You know, and they're like, I don't care," or whatever. I don't know how to describe it. Um, Buff Pinky oh, sorry, Buff Toad redraw stream? Yeah, I don't know. That is something I've thought of as doing, like, art corrections where people would, like, submit artwork and then I would, like, attempt to, like, fix it. But that would also require me to know what I'm talking about, which, like, I kinda do, but then I kinda don't. Like, I'm not a teacher. I know art, but I don't know how to, like how do I say it? I don't know what I'm saying. Whatever. Did I go to art school? Yes, I did go to art school. Um Okay, let's go back to my commissions. Fair warning, by the way, I will be opening up furry commissions, specifically a furry transformation commission. So if that sort of content makes you uncomfortable, I would go find another stream. Not that what I'm drawing is like any way like sexualized or anything like that, but some people are like, I don't want to see this, which is totally fair. So yeah, because I was working on it, I think a couple days ago, and I'm like, I just need to shut up and like finish it. So yeah, this is what we're having. I know furries are disgusting. I know raccoon. Who wants to be a furry? They're just gross and disgusting. Not really. I like furries, but whatever. I don't know, man. Listen, I swear to God, I'm like furs are cool and great and awesome, and then I was having so many second thoughts when I went on Twitter and I looked up furries on Twitter and like the associated content from it. I was like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe I should hide away again and just never do anything ever again. Anyway, free me from my fuzzy prison. Yeah, I wish I could do that too, man. TFR Disney. Yeah, no, I really like it. Yeah, actually, I remember Frog, you were talking to me in Discord about it, and it's kind of funny because I just ended up getting commissioned for a lot of TF artwork, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm drawing this now. Like, I've nothing bad to say about any of this sort of stuff. It was just really funny how it just happened. Like, I just kept getting commissions for it, and I was like, oh, I guess this is what I'm getting known for. Which I don't mind it. It's kind of cool to like show off how things change and all that stuff. But yeah, because the last time I talked to the commissioner, I said I got to fix some things, and then the main thing I really need to fix is the head because it's at an angle I'm not used to drawing. So I gotta go find up a. I gotta go look at an image. Tilted back if I can find one. That's angle. Oh, I'm sleepy. But yeah, I think in a couple days I'll probably end up advertising my commissions back on Fur Affinity because I think I'm kind of back to being ready to get back on that sort of commission train because it's been a while. You know, I've been out of it for I've been out of the groove, the hustle and bustle of it for a while, and I'm like, okay, I think I need to get back to it. I mean, I know I need to get back to it. I don't know. I'm still. Well, look, it's me, guys. This is how I am, just on a day-to-day basis on my phone, just sucked in, watching like a 3 hour long video essay about like rocks or something. And I'm like, whoa, this is so engaging. I'm gonna forget all of this after the video ends. I'm not even joking. I'm like, yeah, I'll sit down and watch like a 2 hour long video that I won't remember anything of. Okay, I'm trying to find a good image of a man who's got his head tilted back. Um, wait, hold up. This guy's shirtless. Oh, I mean, I'm not looking at it for reference, but I'm looking at it for something else. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Um, this guy is close. The 100 yard stare when you are out is not kidding. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll get something where like it'll cover my eyes, or like my eyes will change to be like tracking not working, so that way there's no candy valley effect. Cause yeah, I recently just got a webcam for tracking because I have a horrible, crappy webcam for that like just came with my laptop. You know, it's I kid you not, like the worst quality imaginable. Um, I don't know what I was saying. Whatever. It's really bad. Oh, that's what I was saying. So, how do I say this? So, here's my main monitor, and then here's my laptop. The issue is already apparent because here's the webcam. The tracking, like, really only works if you're staring directly at the webcam. So, oftentimes, I would have to turn my head and do the stream from, like, a little tiny screen because it would just glitch in and out. So, now I have the webcam on my main monitor. So, it only glitches out when I'm looking really intently at my second monitor. Like how I was studying that reference of that very buff man. Um, but God, listen, stock images are such a good reference for artists, but they also are such a weird thing because sometimes you will come across some very unusual like stock images, and you're like, wow, that's really strange. God, this is oh my God, this head is gonna be difficult. I can tell. I can feel it in my bones. I think it's the chin and the back. Yeah, it's the chin. And also the back part of the head. Heads are weird. Do you ever think about how we have so much real estate back here? Like, that's all our brain. Like, that's it. Like, that's crazy to think. Like, our brains are absolutely just massive. Like, just physically massive. And also, okay, another thing that's really difficult for me to draw is neck, but also necks and shoulders. Those are so tricky. Gotta have a lot of room to memorize over 150 Pokemon names. That is so true. There's also the Poke Rap, which I think it went over the original like 150 Pokemon from like the first gen. You gotta sleep. Okay. Yeah, Frog, anytime you want to talk about an idea, I'm definitely down. Cause yeah, a lot of times with like commissioners, like I'll have to like discuss an idea and like because I have to make sure I understand what they want as well. So yeah, don't be afraid of like reaching out. Okay, I don't bite usually. But yeah, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good rest of your night, man. Okay. I think I got it. Yeah. I gotta really feel the pain. Well, okay, is it painful? I mean, there are wings sprouting out of your back. If it's not painful, it is at least mildly uncomfortable. So perhaps. But yeah, I remember I used to do a bunch of these like sketch commissions. And that's all I get commissioned for is just a lot of sketch commissions, which is totally fine. I understand. It's like a very affordable price point and people like my drawings. And also I love doing sketches, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm like, yes, please. It's just funny. Because I think once I get back on commissions, I'm gonna what's the word? I'm trying to think of it. Welcome back. I am trying to draw. That's not what I was saying. Oh my god, what was I saying? This is so frustrating. Why did I ever think that becoming a streamer? Well, I never thought. Here's the thing. I never was like, I'm gonna become a streamer. I'm just like, I'm gonna start streaming. I don't know. That's kind of about it. Um, although his jaw is open, so I guess it would be like that. I vaguely know how humans work. Vaguely, but God, they're yeah. I'm gonna have to move the head forward. Just strange. Like I think our necks are like in the center of our bodies, but then our heads like we have to have a jaw, like our jawline. So our necks are fairly far back. But you don't really think about it because you kind of just assume like your neck was in the center. But then it's like, how do you have a jaw? Like, if your neck was in the center of your head, like you wouldn't have a jaw. You know, you would look jawless. The neck. Is the neck? Oh my god! I just had it down my. Oh my god! Wait, the neck is part of the. Is it really? Like I believe you, but I never once made that connection. That the neck's part of the spine. Let's go look up spine on Google Images. Oh my god! It is. Why did I never put two and two together and think that they're part of the same thing? You know what? I know what it is because I'm not thinking about like, the underlying structure. I'm thinking about the fact that, like, the shoulders look different from the neck. I never think about, like, the bones, really. Like, I'll think about muscles, but I don't really think about, like, the bones that much. That moment when you're too furred in a furry anatomy. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. God, there are some fantastic furry artists out there that have a really, really good grasp of anatomy, and they're phenomenal artists. And I don't know if I want to be like one of those artists because that would require a lot of work. But I could also like it would first off it'd be like a flex, but second of all, it'd be cool to know that much about like the human body. Because our face that is true, our face does dread out away from the I didn't think that the tailbone ended like that far down. Like that's like in the middle of your butt cheek. I honestly thought it was like right here. But don't ask me like what was down here. I guess I just thought it was like the hips, and then like here's the spine ended right here. I didn't think it went all the way down there. That's crazy. Wow, so far down. I guess if you had a tail, it would be like down here. That would be really close. Huh. Yeah, I guess you could do something like that. I don't know. Like the bottom of the pelvis. Yeah. I didn't think the spine went that far down. Okay, now I have so many questions. What is connecting the spine to the pelvis? Is it just muscles and tendons? How does that work? How can I twist my spine and also rotate my hips at the same time? I'm gonna look at pelvis. Oh, they are connected. Oh, thank God I wasn't okay. I was like, I'm like, how are they connected? They're literally like physically connected. Got it. Okay. Look at these hips. There we go. Wow. Fantastic. Sorry about the low quality image. Now I can't tell if these are. Uh, I don't think these are No, these look like man hips because they're not wide. Like they're pretty. Oh yeah, actually yeah. I'm looking at women's hips right now. Like their bone structure look absolutely insane. Just wow, so wide. Crazy. Yeah, they ain't birthing hips, man. Those are just average, everyday hips. Oh boy. Now I'm just oh look at the muscles of like the hip region. Ooh. I don't know what any of these mean, by the way. I think all of these are like really internal. So it's not something that I feel like most artists would know about. But I don't know, so maybe I'm wrong. God, that's fascinating. There's some muscles that goes from like your the top of what is this bone called? Femur. I knew that. From the top part of your femur to like the inside. Oh my god, that's insane. Oh, these muscles are crazy. I'd never once thought about muscles that like did that. I would say, oh, it definitely is. It definitely is. Doctors have to know a lot more of like the internal muscles. Artists usually just have to know about the basic bones, the bony landmarks, and then the muscles that are kind of on top of everything. Because you're not really going to be drawing internal stuff. And even if you do, you aren't expected to know that, you know? Okay, I found this image. What the heck? Bro, this is like the Chad versus the Virgin meme. This is the version, this is the Chad. That's really funny. I don't know what it's referring to. It's something about spine positioning and like posture, I guess. Interesting. God, now I'm just looking up pelvises. I really gotta understand the pelvis. What am I looking at? It's some sort of anatomical diagram, but I cannot tell you what I'm looking at. Okay. Is this a twerking tutorial pic? You know, you probably could be. You could make a little quick animation just by going through these two frames, and it would basically probably look like you're twerking. So yeah. Um, I don't think I've ever thrown out a muscle. Thankfully, although it's not like I'm doing any sort of physical activity, unfortunately. Okay. I just gotta find the right person. And then I'll probably like blow out my back or something like that. Knowing myself. Now I'm looking up lower back pain. Ooh. Oh god, wait, you can get a pinched nerve in your lower back. Oh god, no oh god. Uh-uh. Oh, thank you. I've heard of people who have gotten I'm so glad that both of you guys had like the exact same reaction of wait, what did you just say? And then I just continued on. Yeah. Oh, and technically I believe it's a griffin, which is a mythological animal. And I don't really know what I don't know if there's like how do I say this? Like what's the difference between a griffin and like a hippogriff? I know someone out there is going to be like, I know exactly what the difference is. And they're really into like mythology and like all those sorts of like animals. I just Peter Griffin. Not quite. I'm talking about the mythological one. Ah, okay. It is a legend. This is according to Wikipedia, so it's obviously going to be correct. It is a legendary creature with the body, tail, and back legs of a lion, and the head and wings of an eagle, with its talons on the front legs. Okay, that description just makes it seem like they were just mixing up different animals. You know what? No wonder they thought platypuses when they first discovered them were like fake, like they weren't real. Because if you look at a platypus and you look at like the description of like a griffin, they're just like these creatures are like they're just mashups of other animal parts. Okay. I just realized for 2 seconds, I'm like, "Man, why can't I find any, like, real images of a griffin?" I'm like, "It's almost like they're not real." Oh my god, I'm an absolute idiot tonight. Hippogriffs are part horse, not lion. Like, hippocampus, the aquatic horse isn't that a part of our brain, the hippocampus? How did an aquatic horse get inside my brain? This makes no sense. I'm such an idiot. I was like, "Wait, why aren't there real images?" Oh my god. 'Cause, like, usually when I'm, like, looking up art references, I try to find, like, actual images before I look at other artists' work because you want to understand, like, what it is you're looking at. Absolute idiocy, man. Oh, it is! Okay, I know. They're not real, but okay, Ducky, you know what is real? Ducks. They're so real. And, like, they're even better than griffins because ducks, they can go on all they're an all-terrain animal. They can go on water, they can go on land, and they can fly. Absolutely insane. But god, why did they have to make them look so goofy? Like, they could be so cool, but they look like the goofiest animals imaginable. I don't know. Okay, now I gotta look up eagle, like, specifically eagle beak. Like, how do those beaks work? Beaks have always been something I struggled with because it's, like, a hard object, but how do you make it look like it's emoting? I don't understand how beaks work. It's really confusing. Beaks are crazy. Oh, this is a fantastic photograph. Ooh, hold up. I'm gonna show this to you guys. Look at this. This doesn't feel real. But look at its little tongue. Aw. God, wow. This is crazy detail. At least they're not geese. That is fair. God, I remember I used to live where there was a couple of Canadian geese out front. And oh my god, if I walked past them, and they were on the sidewalk, by the way. They weren't off on the sidewalk. They were smack dab in front in the middle of the sidewalk. And I'd walk through them. And I remember I got hissed at a couple of times. And I was like, bro, I am walking on the sidewalk and you were in the way. Don't hiss at me, buddy. Oh, I was about to throw down with that geese, man. Canadians are supposed to be friendly. That is true, but apparently if you tell them to get off the sidewalk, they might hiss at you. At least that's what I learned. So, I don't know. Just watch out for those Canadians that are gonna hiss at you if you go on their side of the sidewalk. They're nice to a point. Not what I heard. That's fair. Okay. They no, they oh god, they really are. At least my experience with one was. The reason why Canadians have to make up for it. I guess I could see that. Wow, looking at this beak and looking at what an actual eagle looks like, they don't look the same. I really made that beak a lot longer. Not that it has to be like exact, like a one for one, but God, this is so cold. Oh, you want want me to hydrate? Okay, then I'm gonna take a little sippy. A little sippy sip of my water. I think that's why the face didn't look right. Maybe I don't. I don't think I can make the. There we go. Something like that, perhaps. God, their tip of their beak like really curves down. Like I just kind of thought it was like that, where it wasn't that far down, but no, it's like hooked. Oh yeah, bro. I think about that water all the time. I'm like, man, how thick was that water? That must have been like the thick water that you get. Apparently, you can get it at like health stores. And I forget why it even exists. I think it's for people that are having like issues swallowing for some reason. There's like an honest to God reason, and I forgot what it was. Because I looked it up one day. I'm like, wait, why does this thing even exist? I'm so glad I'm back to working on commissions. But yeah, I have another one coming up that is a sequence. Uh, and it's a character I believe that is getting transformed to like an animal because of like a spell gone wrong. Uh, and I need to work on that as well. But that's one I haven't even started on. Does this look weird? I mean, it always looks weird. I'm telling you, like half the time I do like the transformation artwork, it's like I either draw it human or animal, and then I have to go back in and like merge the two, so it's like an in between state. Because it's easy for me to look up references for both, but there's no reference that exists for like transformation. Like you can understand the human form and you can understand the animal form, but you as the artist have to be the creative to understand the middle, like how like figuring out how that would work. And I think that's why I like doing a lot of like transformation artwork. At least that's the enjoyment I get out of it because you're like, wow, I get to figure something out. Like it's like how to say this? It's like you're figuring out a problem and you're trying to figure out how to fix that problem. Did I ever fix the neck? I don't think I did. I remember we got really off topic. No, I didn't. I gotta fix But yeah, I remember when I did commissions, like I would do a lot of sketch commissions, and the one thing I would always focus on was the face. Aw, thanks. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for spending some time with me, Ducky. I appreciate the chance to talk with you. Hope you have a good night. Okay, do griffins have ears? Okay, the image does, like the original image reference does. So I'm gonna go off and do that. I think it's one of those things where it just really depends on the artist. So I now have to figure out what would be the in between of a feathery ear, like a pointy elf ear, and then like a human ear. That would be difficult. I guess you'd stretch it out and then add feathers on top. How do ears work? Yeah. No, where it's like this. You've seen it before. You know, and then here's like the The beak. You've probably seen a character with ears like that somewhere in your life. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm thinking like feathers are starting to sprout up. I gotta look at. I just realized I gotta be careful about the amount of detail I add here because it could look like a totally different kind of artwork. There's that like I remember there was like a meme, or it's not really that there's one meme, but there's multiple memes out of it where it's like, wow, this artist sure is good at drawing feet. They're really detailed. I wonder what they draw. And I think about that sometimes when I'm like drawing like the feet or like especially the mouth. I'm like, okay, I can't get too detailed, otherwise it's gonna start looking a little strange. Yes, it is TF. Hi Jay. I'm doing this is a commission. Oh, I don't like that mouth I just zoomed out. Well, yeah, it's a work in progress. It's fine. Um, yeah, so this is a commission. This is a guy that's turning into a griffin. So it's half eagle, half lion. Um, I think I got the main stuff down. I do need to fix the foot though, because it's supposed to be like the shoes, and they're like bursting through with like a big giant like lion paw. Wait, that actually doesn't look bad. Ooh, I do need to look up lion paw. That's another thing I was looking up. Lion paw. Because they're oh god, they're so big. Oh my god. They're massive. They're so their paws, like their actual physical like paw prints are huge. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so now we gotta draw feet. Specifically like shoes that are getting absolutely just torn up. You ever think about like if you're a person that like transforms a lot, that you would just go through so much clothing? Or you would just have to just wear like cheap disposable clothing that you get at like, I don't know, the thrift store or something like that. Because you know that if you transformed, it would just be torn to shreds. I'm just saying, I'm waiting for there to be like a Werewolf movie in which there's a scene in which the characters have to go to like the thrift store and they get like the cheapest, ugliest shirts imaginable because they know that like they're going to transform and they just need to be wearing something disposable. Like they don't want to transform wearing their nice like good clothing. They want to wear something that's like $1 or 2. You know, something that's not expensive. Okay, now I have to look up shoes. And I realize the danger in what I'm doing is that I am focusing on certain parts. So some parts are going to look like really detailed and other parts are not going to look detailed. So that might look strange, but it's going to be fine. Okay, I found some generic looking shoes that I will base this off of. Ever had to walk into a store to get new pants or underwear because of reasons? I think so. I remember one time when I was like a kid, we had gone swimming, and I don't know how this happened. Somehow we managed. So I was in like a bathing suit, and somehow we had lost the shirt that I had come into, that I had like worn to the beach and changed into, or something like that. I forget. I forget how it works. Anyway, I lost the shirt. Okay, because it wasn't in the car. So my parents had to pull over at this like cheap t-shirt shop and buy me a shirt so I could have like a shirt to wear over my bathing suit or something. It was something like that. So that's the closest I've ever had to walk into a store and get new underwear or pants. Um, but I mean, thankfully, no, that has never happened to me. But I am afraid that one day that will happen. I understand that my days are numbered, so it's only a matter of time. But yeah, how are you doing, Jay? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad that you came by and you stopped by. And then it's just gonna get absolutely torn to smithereens. So you know what? We're just gonna. Oh my god, it's already midnight. Whoops. Oh well. I don't care. Oh well. This shoe looks absolutely massive compared to the leg. Hold up. Wait, it is. Oh my god, what did I do? I mean, we can just say that it's just growing really big. Like it doesn't have to be exact, you know. You stayed up longer for lesser reasons. Like what? Talking to you last night? Bro, I remember you exited the Discord call and I was like, "Oh, I guess this is over." And then you came back and I was like, "Oh, thank God." I honestly was like, "Did I say something I shouldn't have?" Oh no. Okay, so there's gonna be a big giant lion paw or lion toe, I guess, sticking out of these things. So they're gonna get really messed up. That was the intention. Oh, okay. I mean, listen, you were like really close to just making me be like, you know what, I'm gonna end the stream right now, and it would have ended probably like 30 minutes earlier. So I guess next time, if you ever need me to like just shut up and go to sleep, just hang up on me. I'll be like, you know what, that's fair. Okay, I want to imply that there's paws in there, but they're growing, but they haven't quite come out yet. Like at least that's the idea. I never join a voice call just to chat. I mean, yeah. But if you convince me, I'll join. I'll do it. I'll join. You just gotta bully me enough times. You gotta be like, wow, you suck at drawing. And the only way that you can defend yourself is by joining this voice call to chat with me. And I'll be like, screw you, and then I'll join it, and then I'll be like, no, actually, I'm good at drawing. You just gotta get me like mildly upset, and I'll probably just cave in. Honestly, God, I'm sitting here, I'm drawing, I'm like, I'm getting excited for future commissions. You want to chat? I mean, like right now? on Discord, which by the way, I want to call it the Big D, but I think people say that for other reasons, not for Discord. Why not? It is midnight. Like I genuinely do need to go to bed, and I know myself. Last night I couldn't shut up. Tonight's gonna be the same thing, so I'm gonna say no. But if you ask me tomorrow, I will probably say yes. You just are going to have to bully me relentlessly. I'll probably cave in. I'll be like, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing commissions again, which is exciting. And I'm gonna what am I gonna do? I'll probably do a couple streams in which I do like in-stream commissions, and I'll probably price them a lot lower than normally because um because I need to like get back at it, and I'm willing to like discount myself for it. I'm so glad I looked up these images. Yeah, look at me making. Hey, I'm not, bro. I'm not making excuses. I'm being honest and genuine with you right now. Ooh, you're doing something artsy, artsy fartsy. What is it you're doing? God, I miss commissions. Oh my god, I ain't telling you over chat. Oh shut up, bro. I ain't telling you over chat. Wouldn't you like to know? I'm just glad I found someone who's just as annoying and stubborn as I am. I was like, oh, thank God, finally. How do eagle feet work? Oh God. Oh my God, they're like monstrous. Oh my God. Wait, I can get a cast of eagle feet. Wait, can I get like actual eagle feet? Like for reference? Like unironically, sometimes I think about getting stuff. I can get one for $43. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Look at the size of these things. You're not stubborn, you're endearing. Can I steal that line? Because I say I'm stubborn, but I never once thought about. Oh wait, it's out of stock. What do you tell me? It's out of stock. Ugh. Okay, I don't think they're real. I think they're replicas of like a real foot. But look at this thing. Look how massive. There's no way. Is that I? You know what? That's probably to scale. If I had to think about this. Okay, I'm on a site. Okay, what the heck? What is this website I just stumbled upon? Oh, okay, they're novelty items. Okay. I can get a realistic eagle skull for like $20? Oh, that would be so cool. Oh my god. Sorry. Here comes the rabbit hole. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I read a little bit too much into that sentence there. How did they're like there's no palm. They're like all I guess there's no finger. Like it's all fingers, no palm. Ooh, they're so bumpy. Oh my god. God, they really look demonic. Oh my god. Really? See, I would love to have taxidermy. Oh my god, I never told you about this. Oh wait, I'll save it. I'll save it for when we actually chat tomorrow. How about that? It's a story about taxidermy and raccoons. That's all you have to say, and I will tell you the story about it. Well, it's not really a story, but whatever. I'm just gonna say this. I have wanted to get taxidermy for one reason and one reason only, and that's simply so I could be a better artist. Like I really want it, but they're expensive. I'm like, I don't know where people get I don't even know if there's a market for like taxidermy for like what's the word? For like artists. I'm so glad I looked up references. Oh, I was so oh, their claws are like on the very top. I hope the commissioner's okay with this. They should be fine. Just sometimes I get worried because like when I'm doing transpiration stuff, like I'll be in this state where I usually draw humans and then I look up animals and then I have to attribute those things to them. It looks like there's also 3 fingers. So I guess this would be the back part. So I guess maybe they would merge. Or you could make this one really small, perhaps. That's probably what I'm gonna do, actually. I don't know. I'll ask. I'll be like, hey, is this okay, or does this look too weird? Wait, really? Wait, what's the law? Like, you can't have a taxidermied bald eagle? That is interesting that it came from like the post office. I guess that would make sense. Can you not? There's got to be a thriving black market of taxidermy bald eagles. It can't just be. There's got to be a market. But yeah, I'm trying to indicate that like it's starting on the palm as well. God, it looks really freaky just to have the little short little finger. But oh my god, bro, I don't think I'd ever be able to draw that fingernail again. That was actually a really good fingernail. Ooh, ooh, I'm feeling it. Okay, I guess fingernails aren't difficult to draw, but wait, why does that work? If I draw the straight line and then the side and like base of the nail, it doesn't work. But if I draw the base and then the line, it works. What the heck, bro? This is breaking my brain. Okay, art's weird. Really, the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, effective June of 1940. Wow, that's crazy. God, I can't wait to do commissions again. Oh my god, I'm like, it's been so I'm like dying. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they were on the decline for some reason. I forget why the populations declined. It's probably due to like hunting or deforestation. Something. Okay, I might want to draw a tongue and the back part of the mouth. Yeah, that looks good. Ah, okay. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to set up my OBS because with Fugi, there's like the group image where it's all of us, but I don't need myself. So I don't know how to do it. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. Because I was trying to crop it out earlier, but it's frustrating because sometimes I'll be talking to you and the image size of the actual like group image will change. So instead of it being like two people, it'll be this long and there's no way to like automatically go in and like crop it out. So I guess maybe people do it individually where it's like person 1, person 2 because they are already like they already have their model up on stream. I don't know how people do it. I'll figure it out one day. About like 3 years. There's a button that you check. Wait, what? There's a button. Ah! Okay. Well, now I'm intrigued. God, this looks so much better. Holy mackerel. Okay. I guess now I gotta look up lions. I think they have big chests, but I don't know. How do lions work? Oh no, they're actually quite skinny. Like from the front. They're like a fish. Huh. Okay. Well, like they're like this is what a lion looks like, guys. Prove me wrong. Oh, and they also have like adorable ears. It cracks me up how cute their ears are, and yet you know that they're like vicious, cold-blooded killers that are like nature's like extreme hunters. And they're like, oh, look at my cute little bear ears. That's a sunflower, not you know what I mean. Shut up. It's a sunflower, not a lion. Whatever. You know, if you get eaten by a lion, I'm gonna be like, is that a lion or is that a sunflower? And I'll be like, I'm not gonna save you. Be like, bye, trash. Not really. I would save you. Maybe. It depends on how annoying you are, I guess. Wait, is this fur or feathers? Wait, that's an excellent question. Hold up, is this fur or feathers? Okay, no, the image I'm looking at is feathers, so I that is true. I would just become a hermit. I would just hide away in my little hole, my little hermit hole, and just never come out. Which is totally different from how it is nowadays. I gotta sorry. I'm getting that weird like I'm doubting myself as like a streamer because I'm like I'm drawing something and yet you're still talking to me and I'm like wow. I guess it's not really the content, but it's more about the personality of the stream. I mean, you are just here to chat with me. I don't know. So like I get that way when I switch over to like my drawing of like commissions because I'm like, okay, guys, I'm about to do something that might be a little bit different, and then everyone stays and watches me, and I'm like, wow, crazy. I have to tell myself that like every single time. I'm like, they're here for me. I am the entertainment. Crazy. Wow, I wouldn't go that far. Shush. I thought you were supposed to hype me up and lie to me and say that I'm funny or whatever. I wouldn't go that far. Can't believe you said that. You're so mean to me. God, now I'm thinking about all the fun times I had when I was doing commissions. People would come up to me and be like, "Hey, draw me this," and I'd be like, "You got it." And it was, oh my god, it was so nice. It was so fun. I return in kind. Are you telling me that you? What am I trying to say? Like, what is it called? The golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. Are you telling me that's what you do? You follow the golden rule. I could see it. Abel's ears are so massive. Oh god, I'm so sorry. What if it's yellow? I let him mellow. What are you? What is that in reference to? What? What are? If it's brown, I flush it. Oh, now I understand. Wow, real mature with that one, ain't you? Real mature. Wings. I was like, there's another thing I was supposed to do. Wings. Although, God, oh, God, I love wings. Like the food. Oh my God, absolutely delicious. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like buffalo wings. And I know that might be like crazy, but I'm gonna be honest with you, they're like a little too tangy. Like I like the heat, but it's a sharp heat. I'm not a huge fan of it. He needs more of a butt. Like he doesn't feel like he's sitting down on it. I was like, there's something up. There's something up with his rear end, his booty. Okay. Now I have to make it look like jeans. I think that's what I was thinking of. Really? It was an actual saying? I'm not shocked. If it's brown, flush it down. Bro, that's so funny. Well, I guess he's just not gonna have a rear. His butt's gonna be out. Well, maybe. I don't know. I want to be tasteful about it. I don't know. I always feel weird about doing like clothing tears because I'm like, I don't want to just have it be like the ass is out unless the commissioner like specifically requested it. It's just kind of weird. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, that's awful that you had to do that. Oh my, I've never heard about that. That's insane. Wow. That's crazy. It's just funny because some commissioners are like, "Yes, give me ass, give me booty out clothing." And I'm like, "You got it." It's just kind of weird sometimes. I will say this, doing the clothing is probably my favorite part about doing transformation artwork. It's just funny because you just get to go wild. You're just like, yeah, whatever. Got torn to shreds. It's fun. I don't know. I like it. Give me that. Yeah, yeah. Some of them are like that. And I'm like, that's what you want. That's what you're gonna get. I just want to make sure because I don't want to, you know, work on it and then have you be like, oh, actually, this is immoral. It is exposing too much of their rear end while they are transforming into like a wolf or something like that. God, I hope I get another commission soon. Although I have to. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna message the guy. I'm gonna look at the commission that the order that they uh, what is it, submitted to me. This was like months and months ago because it was before I got hit with the depression. I told him I'd start work on it recently. I haven't because I'm like I need to get this guy's done first because he's paid and has been patiently waiting. And that's the other thing. All of my commissioners are super patient, sweet, understanding people, and they're fantastic to work with. Because unlike me, they know exactly what they want, and every single time I just want to be like from the bottom of my artist heart, I just want to say, like, I love you. Thank you so much for being clear about what you want. It's so nice. Can't believe that you said that people don't watch me for entertainment earlier, or like that they didn't think I was funny or something. You were like, I don't know about that. That was funny. But yeah, I really do like the clothing. I just like it because you get to go hog wild on it, and you know that it's gonna get like destroyed. So it's interesting to like figure out how to draw that. I don't know. It's the fantasy part I think that appeals to me about all the commissions I do. It's like it's so cool. That would never happen in real life. Of course, I want to draw it. Like heck yeah. I think that's the other thing. I need to realize that I can let myself go artistically when I'm doing this stuff. Like I shouldn't feel like I'm constrained. I think sometimes I feel that. I feel I feel trapped in a furry prison, as someone once said. Okay, all I need to do is the wings, and I'm basically done. Unless the commissioner has any other changes that they want to make, which I always hound them. I'm like, are you sure there's no changes you don't want to make? Because I can make them for you. I'm very persistent on that. Very persistent. Trash, you still there? Did you leave me? I don't know. I haven't heard anything, so maybe I would be shocked. JK. Oh, thank God. I was like, man, are they there or are they not there? I don't know. Ah, you finished the cropping? Ooh, that's exciting. That sounds like a horror film. The cropping. I crop people out of images from life. And his big giant his tool to kill people is a big giant pair of scissors. Like the karmically oversized pair of scissors that people cut the big giant ribbons with at like events. Just exact same. Ooh, the result. Ooh. Sounds exciting. Okay, so technically we're what is I'm trying to say? We're doing a little bit of improv right now with these wings. There's technically a pattern to them, but we're gonna ignore that for right now. I'll take a look at it in a little bit, man. They're flight feathers. That means that the ones that are so these are short and these are long. Okay, I think that sounds about right. Whatever. Oh, hopefully there's no eagle wing expert that comes in, looks at my drawing, and is like, you know what, this is all wrong. I'll be like, it's called artistic interpretation, buddy. I'd be like, you can study that up instead of studying eagle wings, trashing on my art as if this has ever happened before. Yeah, it definitely has not. But you're just kind of like, what if one day I'm gonna draw something incorrectly and then somebody's gonna be like pointing it out, and I'll be like, whatever. It's not about making things perfect, but it is about getting things done. God, I really want a bird. Hold up, how much is a taxidermy bird wing? Like, unironically, I'd want one. Although I don't know how would that. Maybe I can get like a fake one. I don't know. What's that word mean? Like, so I can mess around with it and I can see how they work. Or maybe I could just get a taxidermy bird. I don't know. That'd be a weird purchase to get. Because my parents would be like, uh, you want to explain why you have a taxidermy bird ring in your room? I'd be like, oh, don't worry. Oh, wow. They're not expensive at all comparatively. I can get one for like $35. Wow. I can get preserved pigeon wings for $35. That's insane. This would be so helpful. Although uh this would be a new level of odd for me, I think. 'Cause I'd have to like really be into it. Truly, I don't know who buys taxidermy stuff. I guess nature lovers. Just don't know who else. You're gonna go. Ah, okay. Hi, God, I was about to call you Voxel Glitchy. Hi, Vortex Glitchy. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping by. Also, bye, Trash. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Bye, buddy. I'll talk to you later if you pester me enough. Well, not later, but tomorrow. But you have to be very persistent on pestering me. I'm doing good. I am just working on a TF commission. I will be going to sleep soon. I'm gonna knock this out. I'm gonna send it to the commissioner, and I will end the stream here in a little bit. I'm not gonna end it right now. I'm trying to make it look like those wings are like bendable, sort of. But yeah, what brings you to my stream, man? Do I like how those? Make pretty much looking around for a chill place to be. That is totally fine. I would have to say I'm pretty chill. Um. So yeah. What? How were? I have a question for you then. How were you browsing Twitch? Like, how did you find me? Because sometimes, like on Twitch, I'll be like browsing tags, or I'll be in a certain like channel category. Like I'm usually in art, just browsing around looking for stuff, or sometimes like retro. Because I honestly didn't realize that retro that was like a channel, and I'm like, oh, these are where all of like the classic old games are being played. I really like that because it's like a variety channel. It's like there's a bunch of different. Um, I'm so sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh my god, there's a bunch of different people playing a bunch of different games at the exact same time. That's what I'm trying to say, which I like that. I've messed around in the retro channel before, and I've had a lot of fun there. Just scrolling through different streams. Ooh, okay. Wait, so then what made you stop on this one? I'm curious. I'm sorry if I'm being nosy about your Twitch browsing habits. I feel like I should have a clipboard and a pen and be like, I need you to fill out this quick survey. And I'll be like, if you fill it out, at the very end, you get a chance to redeem or a chance to get a free subscription. You get to enter in a raffle or something. They always have that like little like bonus because they know most people aren't going to be willing to take a survey, which is honestly really funny. I like taking surveys. They make me feel important. I'm like, oh, they really value my opinion? Okay. Even though they probably don't. And they're just like, we just need data. We just need data on how people like use their services. God, I really hope I'm not scaring you away with my exciting talk about surveys. Although I probably am. That's really fine. It's what I deserve. You like to watch people draw and you also look chill. Why, thank you. I think I'm actually pretty chill. Although, don't check out the clips because I say a lot of things out of context. But I also lean into it a lot. I think it's funny. I don't know. It's funny to get clipped. But then it's also horrifying because I'm always afraid it's like I just said like some horrifically offensive thing without realizing it. Like that's my biggest fear. But that hasn't happened, so I think I'm okay. But yeah, I'm glad that you think I look chill. I don't know why I view that as a point of pride now. You also say a lot of things that are context. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Like sometimes you'll be talking about something pretty weird on this stream because I draw. I do a lot of like furry commissions, as you can tell. So sometimes the things you talk about on here are a little odd. Not gonna lie. Oh my god, it's already 1. Whoops, I need to go to bed like 2 hours ago. My bad. Well, we're just gonna quickly work on this little tail here. I don't want it to be like fully formed, so maybe it's a bit smaller. Okay, just for fun, I'm gonna redraw this like lion. Ah, dark neon like stuff. And you also really like furry art. Oh, that's fascinating. I love furry art too, but I might be a bit biased. I'm glad. Do you have any like favorite artists or anything like that? It's always interesting to see what people say when I ask them that question because you get exposed to a lot of different artists that way, which I really like. Because like I'm too busy to draw to really know any other furry artists out there. Unfortunately, it's both a well, it's not really a blessing; it's a curse, really. You don't remember their that's totally fine. I don't either. That's the reason I always have to look up artists, and then it's a miracle if I can find their artwork because I never remember their name. But if someone like would show me a photo of their artwork, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's the artist I'm talking about." It's really frustrating. Like, I know some people who are like, they can just rattle off, like, tens of what feels like thousands of artists all at once, and I'm like, "How do you remember all of their names?" I can't even remember one single artist name. It's crazy. Okay, you know what? This is looking oh my god, this is looking so much better. You're better remembering at stuff in games most of the time. What kinda, video games do you play then? I tend to really just play a lot of, like, emulated games, like, game not Game Boy, GameCube games. I've never really been a huge fan of, like, modern day gaming. I don't know. Maybe it's just because 'cause I'm not a gamer, and there's a lot of, like, gamer games out there that, like, require you to invest a lot of time, and I'm like, "I don't have the time." Ah, Subnautica, Pokemon, and Legend of Zelda. Ooh, okay. I've heard really good things about Subnautica. At least the first one. I think people were iffy about the second one. The one where it's, like, below 0 or whatever, and it's, like, in the Arctic. I'm not entirely too sure why people didn't like that, but that's what I understood. I remember there was a for a while there, I actually did, like, a deep dive in Subnautica. Not necessarily me playing it, because 'cause I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to, like, any sort of potentially scary game. Like, I get scared of Minecraft. Like, going into those caves is horrifying. Like, I almost can never get iron because I'm so afraid of going in the caves because there's always mobs there, and I get really scared. And I'm like, Subnautica is not a game that I would be interested in playing because I get scared really easily, but it was a game I watched a lot of videos about for a period of my life. It was, wasn't there, like, the Leviathan or whatever? It's like there's, like, the deep dark zone. That was a scary dude. I was like, "Bro, yeah, I could never play this game." And it, like, comes out of nowhere too, and it eats you. Oh my god. Yeah, the void, thank you, that's what I'm talking about. It's, like, see-through and it, like, glows. Oh my god. Absolutely not. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos, people had, like, built bases down there in the void just so that they could, like, watch the, like, Leviathan creatures or whatever they're called. They look like this, though. It's an artist interpretation, but it's something like that. And they're, like, see-through, so they got, like, a spine or something. I don't know. It's been a while. But yeah, that's my rough interpretation of what they look like. Might not be entirely accurate. That's what I'm talking yeah, the ghost leviathan. Is that where they exist? They exist in the void? Also, thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I'm not trying to sound like there's anything bad, but we don't get a lot of new viewers, so I'm like, "Oh my god, a new viewer," you know? So I appreciate you clicking on me. But yeah, if at any time you gotta go, you just leave. You don't gotta say goodbye or anything like that. Because I remember when I would browse Twitch, I would feel this weird Like, I would feel bad if I just randomly left, but then I didn't wanna say goodbye because then I would have to hear them, like, get sad and, like, read the message I said. So, what I would often do was I would just say goodbye and immediately leave, so that way I didn't have to hear them, like, get sad. Oh my god. The Lost River. Is that a oh, that must be an area in the game then. Interesting. Because I think I've seen people, like, play through it a handful of times, and it's something to do about, like, aliens or something. Like, you crash land on, like, a different planet. It's only 1:50 AM. Yeah, it is currently 12:50, so you are an hour, ahead of me. Crazy. Okay. Oh, I do need to add feathers. I was like, there's one thing I was supposed to actually, I have to go look at feathers. 'Cause I don't know how to draw bird feathers, really. Ah!
Vortex Glitchy just followed.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Vortex. Or Glitchy. Actually, Glitchy sounds cuter. It's probably the Y at the end. Okay, I gotta look up feathers. I gotta see how they draw them. Oh, they're so simple. Oh my god, it's literally like a stick and then a blob. I don't know why I thought it was more difficult. I guess something like that. Whatever. Oh, I wanna. It's been a while since I've seen you in here. Wow, you must be lonely or something. I don't know. Although I can absolutely relate. I hope you're doing good though. I'm about to wrap up here because it is way later. It is like way, way past my bedtime. So yeah. Ooh, that okay. You know what? That's actually a good feather. I don't think I could draw that again if I tried. Well, I want to add some contrast. I know we're getting sketchy, but like you're always hopping. Well, that's because you gotta come on earlier, bro. You know when I stream, you'll try to improve your timing. Well, that would be nice. I'd love to talk to you some more, man. But I do appreciate you coming out and hopping in for a little bit. I'm just working on this commission. I have another commission I will be working on. I believe tomorrow after work. Which God, I'm honestly I'm not looking forward to going back into work. I'm gonna have to wake up so early. Oh my god. And I'm gonna be so tired. I'm not gonna be able to sleep in. It's gonna be so hard. But that's okay. That's why we invented caffeine. You know, that's why we have tea and coffee. It's to get us over the Monday slump where we gotta go back into work. Even though we really don't want to. But I think most people can relate to that. Aw, Pookie. Aw, Shmoopy Bear. Oh my god. Oh man, it's been ages, bro. Hold up, we're gonna do some cutting edge computational technique, and it's called cropping. I wanna add a feather here. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna look good. We'll see if I can stick the landing. Sometimes honestly, I feel like when I'm drawing, I'm like I'm like a gymnast. I'm in the air, I'm tumbling around, and I hope and I pray that I can hit the board flat on my feet because sometimes you fail and you're like, wow, I spent all that time tumbling in the air only for me to like fall down on my ass. It's horrible. Ooh, coffee ice cream. Ooh, my parents recently got some coffee ice cream from like a fancy grocery store and it looked really good. But I'm not a huge fan of ice cream, honestly. I find it like hurts my teeth to eat. I think I have like sensitive teeth or something. I'm just super sensitive, I guess, guys. Okay, I need to stop adding detail. At a certain point, it no longer becomes a sketch commission and it's just a full-on drawing that's not like done. I do need to add some more. God, this looks weird. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Just add some more clothing and we'll be fine. Um, I do like doing the clothing. Like the clothing that's scattered on the ground, just because you could just draw like a random fun shape, and you're like, yeah, that kind of looks like a bit of loincloth. Like it doesn't have to be perfect. It's random. I don't know. There's something relaxing about it. But also, I like doing art, so of course I'm gonna be biased. But like, guys, did you know that drawing is like a relaxing activity, as said by an artist? Whoa, really? Never would have guessed. That's crazy. Oh, I have to entertain myself so much. But yeah, when I started the stream for like a good like 20 minutes, there was nobody. And I was like, oh, this is awkward. Because I had to like talk to myself for like 20 minutes and I was going absolutely insane. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. Okay, that tail does not look like it's on the ground. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna not cheat. We're gonna be smart, okay? We're smart artists here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do something called liquefy, and we're gonna make it look like it's more on the ground. And it also works out well because I also need to imply that it's still growing. That's not finished. God, I just realized I'm about to send this to the commissioner, and it's gonna be like night and day compared to what I originally sent them. So I hope it's good. Oh, I'm so nervous. But I'm used to getting like people be like, "Hey, I need this changed," and I'm like, "You got it, bro." It makes me so happy to make someone's idea like a reality. I know it's a bit of a cheesy phrase, but I really mean it. It's like this idea is so cool. Like I would never think about this idea ever. And they're like, "Yeah, I want a dude that's like transforming into a griffin." And I'm like, "I got you." Like, yeah. I'm like, "I'm down with that idea." So I'm very excited to get back to doing commissions. Don't ask me why I'm shading it. I shouldn't, but whatever. It takes me like 2 seconds and it makes it look a little bit more grounded. You're only good at drawing Pokemon. Oh, what is your favorite Pokemon then? Or do you even have a favorite? Or are you like, oh, there's too many? I guess then, if that's not a question that's exciting to answer, you could also answer the question with what is your least favorite Pokemon? I feel like that. I feel like that's a much more interesting answer because you get to find out like what someone doesn't like. You get to find out what someone thinks is like ugly, which is interesting. Wait, hold up. 1 hour. Are you still here? I don't know if you like hopped in. I'm not checking the viewer list because there's probably about I don't know 1,000 viewers right now. Crazy. I know your name would just get lost in there. These look like jeans? Maybe if we add some pockets and also some velvet, perhaps. Mimikyu is your favorite, and your least favorite is Muck. Oh, really? Muck is your least favorite. I can see that. I can see that. I'm trying to think if I have a least favorite Pokemon. God, there's so many. Oh, you know what it is? It's that beaver looking guy from Black and White, the one where it's got veins. I've never liked the design. It was, it looked, how do I say this? It looked like it was like roided up, like it had too many steroids. Just the design, it didn't look pretty. It didn't look cool to look at. It looked grotesque and ugly, and I didn't like that. I'm trying to think of my favorite Pokemon. Oh, yeah, okay, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, thank God, bro. I was like, man, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you think I'd go insane. You're like, what are you talking about? Oh, rated a beaver. And he's got like the log with him, which I like the log. I'm not gonna lie. The log is a nice idea, but everything else, no, 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 no. Too weird, man. But yeah, favorite. I think I like Weasel, the little orange otter guy with the little inner tube. Absolutely, such a fun idea. I love the combination of otter plus like little inflatable like inner tube. I always thought that was such a fun design. Especially since like the design itself is so cute. Like the face, everything about it is so adorable. As for my least favorite Pokemon, oh god, there's so many. Ah, god. Hold on, let me go look up. Let's just go with Gen 3. There's a lot of Gen 3 Pokemon that I feel like are forgettable. Um Hold up, I'm looking up Gen 3 Pokemon. After I tell you what my least favorite is, I will be ending the stream. I desperately need to go to bed. Oh my god, my ears hurt. Ugh, sorry. I was wearing my headphones the entire time, so it hurts sometimes. Okay, I'm looking at Gen 3 Pokemon, which is my least favorite. Oh god, there's so many. Um, but they had some really good designs though. Least favorite. This is difficult. Hmm. Like, it's frustrating because there's some where I understand the design and I think they executed it very well, but then there's others where I'm like, it just looks like it looks like a bug, and I don't like bugs, you know, and I'm like, I don't wanna be biased, but I am, so whatever. I think my least favorite Pokemon, at least from Gen 3, is Gorbis. That's the pink one where they gave a fish a bra made out of seashells, and it looks kinda weird because it's, like, wearing clothing, but it's a fish. I'm like, even in Shark Tale, they didn't make the fish wear clothing because they knew it was gonna look weird, and then they gave Gorbis little seashell bra. Yeah, I forgot about that one too. That's why I had to look it up because I'm like, I'm gonna forget like all the Pokemon that exist. But yeah, man, they had some great designs. They did a lot of really cool stuff with like the fossil Pokemon and also Anorith and Armadillo. I liked their designs. You might say that the eyes are weird in the final form, but I like them. I think it looks cool. I don't know. I just the Pokemon, it's a cool Pokemon. I like it. Yeah, they did a lot of like ground and fire type, which makes sense because you know it's about the eternal battle between land and sea, And then Rayquaza, the Sky God Pokemon, is like, "Hey, stop fighting, you guys! Let's be friends. Whatever." It's something like that. But yeah, the whole Aeron, Larion, and Aggregon line is phenomenal. I've loved their designs. They're like little armored, like skull Pokemon. I don't know how to describe them, but they're like steel. Ugh, such a good design. Honestly, one of the best. But also, I will say this: one of my favorite. You know what? One of my favorite. Okay, besides Weasel, one of my favorite Pokemon has to be Flygon. I have loved the design ever since I laid eyes on it. It is such a cool Pokemon. I love the transparent eyes because it looks like a bug, but also like a dragon. Oh my god, such a good design. Ugh, love it. Can't go wrong. Okay, I'm gonna go send this to the commissioner. I hope he likes it. He might be like, "This you did too much work," and I'll be like, "That's fair. You did wait an insanely long amount of time." Because I got really bad depression, and I told all of my commissioners, I'm like, "Hey, I'm dealing with some depression. I don't know when I'm gonna be back, but like, I'll let you know." And I'm just now like crawling back to them, so they all know, and they're all patient with me. And I'm like, "Oh, thank God, they're so nice." Yes, dragon Pokemon are so cool. Also, ooh, Gyarados. Ooh, that's a great Pokemon. Because I love the evolutionary line of it, where it's like puny little fish that knows Splash because they move that is completely useless. And then all of a sudden at like level 20 or like 35 or something like that, transforms into an absolute like beast of a Pokemon, this like water dragon Pokemon. Phenomenal. Love him. And I love the little whiskers. They're so cute. I just want to like tug on them anytime I look at him. But maybe that's just an intrusive thought. I mean, it probably is. But, you know. Oh, Mewtwo. Oh, Mewtwo. Bro, Mewtwo. Classic. I've always loved the fact that on the back of his head, he's got like a little like cord thing that like sticks from like the middle of his head down to like his like spine. I've always loved that because it made him seem like artificial. I mean, also with the whole tail, like his massive tail. It's such a good design. It's so sleek, but yet it communicates that it's like otherworldly. That it's not. It doesn't. I think that's the other thing is that it doesn't look like any other Pokemon. It's so different. It's crazy. Okay, I am gonna go. I said the commissioner their stuff. Um, sorry, you can tell that my tracking isn't the best when the lights are out. 'Cause you can tell that I'm like trying to blink, but it's like not fully blinking. You also like the one metal Pokemon for Sun and Moon, like the really tall liquid metal Pokemon. What are you talking? I gotta look this up. I'm not familiar with a lot of the more recent ones. Um, you forgot its name. That's totally fair. I forget about names all the time. Okay. Melt. I'm gonna look this up and then I'm gonna end the stream. I hope and I pray that I'll be sleepy in a little bit. Meltank. Oh, well. Oh, is it the. Oh, I also like Miltank. It's a cute little, like, cow Pokemon. I don't know. I mean, I've always liked it. But that's not the one you're talking about. I could probably just type in Sun and Moon Metal Pokemon. I'll probably find it. I think I know what you're talking about. I think. What the heck is this Pokemon called? Oh, you know what? I can just find it. Sun and I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna look this up. Sun and Moon Pokemon. We'll find it. We're gonna find it together, okay? We're on a journey right now, and our destination is figuring out what the heck this Pokemon is called. Okay. Pokemon Pokédex? I don't know. I just want like a whole list of them. That's all I need. Hey, they know what I'm talking about. Okay. This is so difficult. Why can't I find this Pokemon? Oh my god. Um, looking for it. Where is it? Maybe Pokemon Database has gotten me covered. There. Thank you, Pokemon Database. You actually give me a list. Although you give me a list of all the Pokemon. Oh god. Brother, this is gonna take ages to find. Oh my god. Oh wait, never mind. I'm like scanning each line trying to find them. I forgot they had the Sandcastle Pokemon. Oh my god. Where the heck is it? You know what? We can just type in steel Pokemon and we'll probably find it. You know what? We're gonna find it faster, I feel like, because there's not a whole lot of steel Pokemon. Assuming that it's steel. Oh my, no, no, let me find it so that way I can feel like I've achieved something. Where the heck is it? I know what you're talking about. Ah, yeah, Meltan. Is that the one you're talking about? The little tiny one? It also evolves into metal. It looks like he's about to beat me up, though. Here's the Pokedex entry. That might be him. He is a massive unit. I do actually like his design. He's got nuts and liquid metal, and he's gonna punch someone with it. I don't know. It's kind of cute. Like, I mean, like both forms. I don't know. It's interesting to have it be like amorphous. That's what I like about it. So I hope that's the one. Oh, excuse me. I just burped. I'm so sorry. Okay, Glitchy. I'm gonna go to bed. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that came out and watched me stream and draw. I appreciate you guys keeping me company while I was working on this. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Okay. Oh my god, on Pokemon Go, it takes 400 of the candy to evolve it. Jesus, that's a lot. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna go to bed. Okay.